All right, let's see where they are in the draft. Watch tab.
All right, Serenity Newbee. Get that one up. Get it fired up. Look at that, guys. We can play both games at the same time. And here we are, ladies and gentlemen. Don't you worry. If you'd been sitting around in the back saying, where's Dota? Don't you worry. Dota is here. We're happy to bring it back to you. We had been on a brief intermission waiting for the region to start, and here it is. So here we have Team Serenity versus Newbee. Isn't that crazy to see, Lacoste? Newbee in open quals?
It's been way too long that Newbee. I mean, how might they have fallen, huh?
Yeah,
S
man.
triple C Fenrir.
He went from having his own cologne to being a stinker. I don't know where I was going with
he's
that.
still handsome.
Of course he's still handsome. The dude makes me look like the boogeyman. I don't know. They're all incredibly talented. They're looking to fight their way through opens. And let's remind everybody, last TI was won by an open qualifier team. So anything can happen at TI. Anything is possible.
So they opened up with the Warlock first pick. Then they countered them with AA. I'm not sure how that's a counter, but glad that they've done it. Because
Maybe
there's a bristleback on the other side. They picked AA blindly.
They could be thinking about their own synergies and possibilities. AA brings to the table all that global synergy. We've been seeing a lot of that disgusting dot synergy as of recent. I saw even at Epicenter, the Venomancer AA was a little prominent there.
Yeah, TNC ran that, but it was mostly because of the Sven. They just wanted to kite him. And
Okay.
Team Serenity, they banned out Sanking. This was the newbies opener during their prime. AA and Sanking, you have a guaranteed stun in a lane.
By the way,
which
you want
can
to swap
fo-
spots so I
Yeah,
camera
sure, so you
again?
can
Okay.
do the camera work.
All right. I was going to say, you mentioned Sven, and I just realized we didn't see any Sven today yet. All the American games that we hopped into had no Sven at all.
Sven got nerfed a little bit, but the hero's still good.
We'll see if it gets picked up at all over on this side of the woods. So bands to fly out, getting rid of the Spectre, getting rid of the Kunkka. I guess what I could do at the same time, forgive the Alt-Tab, everybody. Oh, shit. All right, sorry, guys. Let me get out of this game. Thank you, everybody who wanted to play in the Underlords match. Appreciate you. Sorry to ditch you, but this is some obviously serious action. I am trying to quickly fire up and find a way to get to the China bracket to check it out, right? That's what I want to do. How did you get there before?
Just click on Valve, organized by Valve.
Oh, there it is. There it is.
Yep, scroll down.
And
Show more.
Show more. And CIS EU SANA.
Why is it not
I guess
there?
they're not ran by Faceit. That must be what
Oh
it
yeah,
is.
they're not. They're not.
I guess how would I see the bracket for China qualifiers? I guess we'll have to look into that. Maybe somebody knows. Maybe somebody will magically appear with that information for us, whether it be in person or in chat. Either way, I heard someone say it was round to 8 action. And I do like Earth Spirit Darkseer combos.
I know you do.
I'm a big Earth Spirit fan myself. I'm happy to see Darkseer kind of back into the game, which means some Rolling Boulder Ion Shell action is going to be there. Formidable high ground defense coming out from Newbee. That strong fortitude, being able to have the vacuum wall at your disposal, plus AA in the wings.
Yeah, it's on Wikipedia.
It is in Liquipedia. Oh,
Yeah.
wonderful. Wonderful. I should bring it up, I guess.
Yeah, you should. But this feels like such a good Slark game. They have nothing against them, and you're playing Slark into Bristleback. I'm not sure if Chinese teams played it, but during Epicenter, it was mostly the 10th picked, and it worked a lot of the time. I remember at one point he was picked 7 out of 8. He was picked 8 times and won 7 out of those 8 games.
Wow. All right, we'll see.
It's
if
still a
Slark
good. It's
shows
still a good
up.
Slark
I
game.
feel like Newbie would be a team to, potentially consider a pickup like Slark.
Yeah, and they have the last pick, so they can decide in which direction they want to go for.
Now, I was talking about the Sven before, and lo and behold, there he is, showing up for Serenity's side. Also got to acknowledge the greatest, most handsome hero in the game, Keeper of the Light, in this one. So happy to see him part of the squad. Big ulti teamfight gaming between him and Warlock together. Balls of light, balls of rocks flying at you. A lot of team fight actually between both teams here. Cooldowns and execution going to be of the utmost importance. And final ban on the Wind Ranger here. Anticipating obviously that mid lane pickup still, I guess. But fearing the Wind Ranger is pretty interesting. I wonder if that's more respect or
Yeah.
something they actually fear against the Ember? What is that about?
We've seen Team Liquid mostly picking the
True.
Wind Ranger lately. It's a good matchup against the Ember Spirit, that's why.
Okay. All right. Wonder how polished some of these teams are with that Wind Ranger ever since, the Epicenter event. A lot of teams probably observing and taking note with their Wind Rangers and Arc Wardens, which obviously looked a bit more appetizing. Final ban on AM, and the final pickup, Storm Spirit. These action fighting mid laners seem to be back in trend,
Yeah.
which is wonderful. I love it. I hate farming slow core mid laner games.
It's a good Storm game because they have one lockdown from Ember Spirit, one root, and they have one silence stun from Earth Spirit, which is not easy to execute against a hero like a Storm Spirit. I still think it's a good Slar game if they want to go for it.
So funny because I'd say I was gonna argue against that, but with those changes to Earth Spirit, right, and how the grip works, I would say it's definitely harder to get it on Storm Spirit now. But we have all of the spirits in attendance for this game, and our final pickup is actually going to be a DK. He is a Shadow Blade,
Okay, I like it.
contended, a way to
Yeah.
someone to deal with the Bristleback at least.
He can upgrade it to Silver Edge.
Yeah.
They needed one more lockdown, and it's kind of a China classic, the Dragonite mid. Also, if this game drags, like you're gonna have this slow against the Sven, it's pretty much a free Scotty. Same goes for Bristleback, so you can kite.
They also had no building hitters until that DK. And that was something I know you've been harping on a lot of
Yeah,
the teams
when you
earlier.
have Ember Spirit, you need to have some kind of a building hitter, either from
Yeah.
position 3. Sometimes Centaur is enough, and you can pick more of a greedy mid without the tower damage. But overall, I like the Dragonite as the last pick.
Yeah. Feels like Serenity's lineup is hoping for a faster game, right? Like higher pacing and pushing action. I say that though, but I feel like both these teams can kind of come online around the same time.
They're really limited on catch. You have Sven stun and you have Storm Spirit zipping in, and you need to achieve a lot during that pull.
Newbee coming out here, trying to make the comeback here. Once starlets of the Chinese Dota scene have been brought down a couple of pegs, and they are looking to get back on the track, fighting their way through the open qualifiers, trying to get back to the main stage. Crowd grown, huh? I never heard that one before. All right, let's get into it here.
We don't have to check their ranks anymore.
Are you sure? Oh my goodness, you were right. Oh, this is Newbee at least. Of course, Newbee's going to be stacked 17-2, 76-13, 247, going against unranked, 30-38, 257, and 93. Yeah, we're pretty much at that point. Like you said, no ranks necessary. These guys are good. 3 to the bottom here for Serenity, looking to take control of bottom bounties, but both teams are here, so this is going to be a bit of a... I did not know you could high-five the other team, actually.
Yeah, you can. A lot of... Oh, what did he do?
Is that Yapsor? That is Yapsor.
It is. It's a good start for Earth Spirit if you're summoning
Oh,
Inner
that's a pretty nice
Yapsor.
ride.
The battle begins.
And they end up just kind of letting each side take their bounty, it would appear, and get back into it. I was just infatuated with the whole banner situation there. SCCC, the man, the myth, the legend, playing the DK mid lane. He's going to be going up against ZYD's Storm Spirit. Looks like nearby Fenrir is going to be hanging out on the Ancient Apparition. Wyke. I don't even want to try. Wykesy? I'm probably saying it wrong. I apologize. We got Earth Spirit, and he's going to be joined by Awen playing the Darkseer. Obviously a very fun and formidable combo. If they can kind of get action going early here, trying to pose Aventador's Sven along with XCJ's Warlock. Do people even do intros anymore? Should I even do that? That's not cool, right?
Yeah, I think you should stop.
Very 2016 caster. I can do that. I can stop.
AA will harass Bristle, but this lane is insane. Where is Coddle? He just TP top. They already have magic sticks.
Yep.
Well,
I love the new buff. They reduced the cooldowns by an extra second on Chakra Magic in this recent patch, going from 3, 4, 5, 6 to 4, 5, 6, 7. Guaranteed back-to-back blasting action now on your
yeah, and you can
Coddles.
use it offensively. I don't think it's that great, but in certain situations against some heroes, it's good.
Whoops.
And I like what the Newbee is doing. They understand they can't fight against the Sven on bottom, so they need the creep skip. Warlock doing a good job, just trying to harass him. And Sven can easily join, especially if they're low HP. With the stun,
Yeah, he's
they could
nearby.
score a kill.
That's a cautious situation. We want to be able to pull the camp away, but be far enough so that Sven can't make the commitment to run all the way back and away from the CSing and XP.
Can you check if this Vord is blocking the camp?
Which one?
The sentry to the right. Click out. Yeah, it is. So they did a good job just blocking the camp, so they can. So Sven can't farm both jungle and the lane at the same time. So he's forced to farm underneath the tower. It's not hard for him to farm, but he can't get most out of it. Also, he's gonna get harassed by farming underneath the tower. So
Yeah,
you can see
naturally.
him trying to see what's happening, if someone is body blocking or if there's a ward. ZYD with that double damage. I mean, it's a Dragon Knight against Storm Spirit. There's not going to be too much kill potential unless Earth Spirit decides to rotate. Two supports from Serenity are not that great in terms of rotating, so they're just going to play passive and counter-react to whatever Newbee is doing.
Yeah, we'll have to see what the call to action is going to be for Newbee here. Not much to have, certainly at the top. Coddle and company kind of hanging on the side lightly. And like you said, it more so requires their spirit getting levels and trying to rotate around and finding opportunities there. He's been stuck on just kind of Warlock bodyguarding duty. But as they get close to Sven, Sven wants to step in, dishes out a stun, but doesn't want to get too caught up and committed in chasing down Darkseers and away from his precious, precious farm and XP.
Yeah, and they just got the sentry dewarded that camp, so Sven can pull it, get the most out of the lane. There's no real kill threat potential on this Sven with these two. Maybe on Warlock if he gets caught in a bad position, and also Dragon Knight. SCCC with early point in stun before level 5.
We witnessed the very back end of that takedown top lane with Bristleback getting dropped, but yes, CCC is having a hard time with the CS, at least comparatively to where the Storm Spirit currently is. And like you mentioned, has a bit of a build.
That's a good pickup. Stealing the Arcane Rune from Storm Spirit. Someone needs to control the runes early on.
Yeah, and he's making that rotation, it looks like, up to the top lane, so we'll see if trying to find openings on the Coddle, let's say. Coddle is very very sus to getting caught in bad ganks.
How do you feel about Coddle being in the game right now? On the scale from 1 to 10, how excited are you?
I can kind of talk about it, so I'm at a solid 6.3.
What if he gets an item, like Boots of
what-
Speed?
what does he
Does
get?
it increase?
I don't think you get Ags anymore, right? Boots of Speed? I mean, he's already fast. Why? He's probably just going to get, like, what, utility items?
Utility,
Force
Force Staff, Glimmer.
Yeah, it's boring.
I mean,
guess
I
having
should
to get
not
Ags
be
all
the
the time is
one
boring too.
teaching you how to play Keeper of the Light.
It is what it is. All right, bounty time. So obviously both teams looking to kind of get in on some extra chunk change here if possible. Bristol sidestepped the lane. He's working with multiple camps. stacking with the quills. Fenrir's nearby, happy to kind of soak up on that XP where possible. Trying to push himself to his own solo XP burst, getting that ult that much sooner. It's getting close to level 6 time here. Even though Storm is winning the CS game, XP's going the way of SCCC now, and as you can see, able to flex his level 6 immediately.
SCCC shooting rainbows with Dragonite. 3 points in Dragon Blood. Also, he popped the Glyph on a mid lane to stop the Storm from CSing. Also used the stun. Now he wants to pressure the tower because there's a siege creep.
Oh, hello there. We kind of lightly see each other while I hear the mighty roar of Sven nearby just chunks down the Darkseer. Thought we were going to see a bit of a tiff between the two spirits, but here we have top lane action. Fenrir dishing out the chill to slow him down, but obviously he's getting a bit tanky. Too many quill stacks. Very scary to chase. He's got the soul ring up and ready on this bristle.
The one issue that Newbee will have during the mid game, since Sven is so farmed, they don't have a hero that can control him. Once he gets a BKB, there's nothing that stops Sven from just going in.
Yeah, very true. All right. Well, poor little Warlock, though, is definitely getting the bad end of a lot of the XP in this laning situation. He's stack boy right now. But Sven is going to be very happy to see that. Blast out from Coddle as he's made his own rotation towards the mid lane to kind of, I don't know, force back the pressure from SCCC. Would love to get the finish on this tower, if possible. Storm's level 6 now. I don't know how thirsty he's going to be to make action happen. You already mentioned how these supports are not really kill supports, so...
This is what I really dislike to have. We could see the same thing with the Jankin stack, where you have two supports who could not, or was it the other team, who could not rotate, so you can't make any plays. You're just waiting for enemy team to do something, and then you can try to make a play.
More damage on this tier 1 coming up from the mighty dragon here. That doesn't have to worry about the blast. It is level 2. I'm always curious to see with the new blinding light and stuff if any players are prioritizing the early points in the blinding light or not, but 202 is the build-up.
You don't need it that early on, especially since there's no real like right clickers on Newbee's side.
Sometimes laning coddles want to be dicks, you know, and they just blinding light away.
How many
Everybody
soul
from
rings
CS
are in
does.
this game? 3, 4?
I can answer that by hitting these buttons over here, and then
Even Storm has
using
one.
counting.
1, no. 1, 2, 3.
Bottom lane, jump in for the Darkseer. Ball Lightning and Storm Bolt. Quick work of the pointy-headed one. And, you know, we're not going to be seeing... I don't think we're going to be seeing a whole lot of aggressive action coming up from the Radiant side, but yeah, what?
Grabbing that water.
Oh, sorry. Here you go. Well, you better grab me my water. It's way over there now.
Here you go.
Thanks, man. Yep, there it is. 4 staff for Coddle first.
That's a really deep observer ward from Newbee. And now they're trying to chase. Maybe they can grab another kill. God's
He
strength
just
is
got
gone.
back.
That's a dieback,
He just got back!
as we call it.
Oh!
Oh, there.
Oh!
Almost. Stick usage plus a bottle.
I mean, you might as well be dead, son. Actually, looks like he'll be fine walking back. Sometimes when you take that much damage, you have to walk back to heal regardless. And being away from the lane that long might as well be death, but good old Darkseer will just take to the woods and stay away from the lane from now.
Serenity does not want to take a fight right now. With 10-minute mark approaching, 2 tomes. It will get Warlock to close to level 6. Depends
Look
on
at this guy. Is he about to Grand Theft Bounty here?
He knows that these supports can't really touch him. If he rolls, they can't stop him.
Oh,
SCCC has Dragon Form up.
Commits with the slow. Blasts out from the Coddle. They're still going for the bounties here. They'll get that finish onto the Warlock. Then a mighty jumping comes out from the Storm Spirit here. The DK, though, is a little too beefy. They'll have to settle instead and finish off the Earth Spirit. Fatal Bonds was out, but not doing a significant amount of damage on the Dragon Knight.
There's still 2 bounty runes to be picked up on the bottom lane. Darkseer, is he gonna go for it? Yeah.
Whoa, a little Fenrir top lane, trying to get closer to that precious level 6. I don't know who got the tome on their team.
There's 2
Carl's got
tomes,
it.
so both supports can buy it and get themselves to level 6. There's gonna be a really sick combo between these 2 supports, Fatal Bonds and Tavilla Wisp.
Double blast, baby. It's unfortunately not been the most kill-savvy game for our Earth Spirit friend. He's still trying to at least get the Magnetize online. But he gets an Ion Shell now. Did he? No. Wait, yeah, he did. It's hard to see the Ion Shell on this guy, right? Or am I crazy?
It is.
I can even see it. Oh, well. They're going top lane. Looks like some aggression coming out from Serenity's side, and they want to counterplay it. Ice Blast out. Good connection there. Should help in getting that finish onto the Bristleback. Follow up, looking to go for the Warlock. Look at Sven running in, looks for the back lines. Will-O-Wisp is also going to be there to slow them down from the chase. He gets the follow-up Storm Bolt and finishes him off. Gets caught, though, between some stuns and a Magnetize and a Silence. Can he fight his way out from that? No, just too much power. Here we go, though. Storm's back, moves in, looking to go for the finish. Onto the Darkseer is successful there while the chase is on for little old Kato. I must make it away. Magnetize, they try to refresh it, but he is going to be able to tag the shower and heal on up. Meanwhile, Storm still in action.
There's mana
Gets
for him.
mana from the Coddle above, and they're able to get that finish onto the Earth Spirit here. It's just constant bloodshed breaking out in this top lane.
They needed to bring numbers way earlier because that was not a good rock, so there was no follow-up damage, mostly used for solo defensive purposes to keep one hero alive. And this Bristleback, he's tanky right now. That's a full pipe on him. You can see SCCC not hesitating, just getting straight into that Shadow Blade so he can cut into backlines, which I really like.
Yeah. And then obviously move forward into the, Shadow Blade 2 Silver Edge. Couldn't think of the name. Was ready to call it Shadow Blade 2. Oh, he's totally changing course on our keeper friend here.
I think he has one already. I think
Oh, on
he has
route?
enough money to buy a 4-staff, if I'm not mistaken. Wait, what? Click on the courier.
No, he got a
Where did
bracer.
all his
got
money
a
go?
bracer. He bought a bracer, finished out Tranquils, and said, I'm going Glimmer.
He got around 1,000 gold like 3 minutes ago.
Storm. Nice. Silence and lockdown there, and a quick pick.
That's a
Newbee.
reveal of a Shadow Blade on SCCC.
Oh, yeah. And they're not stopping the momentum yet. Full shift towards the bottom. A ripe tier 1 tower is still there for the plucking. And Serenity are not in the neighborhood, busy farming the upper half of the map. I don't feel like we've been able to really talk about this Ember Spirit at all either, Lacoste. So
Yeah.
he's going to go for the Maelstrom build.
This is pretty much the classic stuff on Ember these days. Just to have this damage item / farming. Also drums, maxing out the slight and phase boots. It's easy to cut in the backlines, find these 2 supports with no escape mechanism.
A lot of backline killers on this team, it sounds like. Between this, the Shadowblade Dragon Knight, the Earth Spirit rolling in. Doesn't leave much for the front lines. Because besides that, it's Darkseer and Ancient Apparition. Bottom tier 2 under some pressure here from Radiant's side. Does force out the rotations, and Newbee have hung around long enough. They decide they're going to dip. So also I've only just noticed now and didn't really mention that we are no longer in best of 1s. These seem to be best of 3s, right? I see the best of 3 indicator at the top.
Not too many kills, only 12, 15 minutes in. Certainly not the most action-packed game.
now. We're in. It's so crazy because for us at least, we just shifted from day one America Open qualifiers where it's just a shitstorm of different skill levels all over the place, and now we are in the second day of China where they have, you know, obviously blasted past the many first rounds.
Yeah, you can see the
These guys are-
difference, of
yeah.
course, and it's much more enjoyable, even though there's not enough kills. Usually, you'd have 6 kills in a couple of minutes if it was just round 256 or whatever.
Is under attack.
Very true. Sometimes you can see these huge stomps where it's just clearly over, but you know they got played out. Here we go. Heavy surge rush in from Ember, trying to catch anyone under smoke, but good disperse from Serenity, and they're not caught at all from Newbee's side. And Newbee have great vision control now, you know, over this jungle, but coming up a bit short on trying to get a hold of anybody. Serenity just kind of continue to work with the clock as best they can in farming. I've been so good about switching to net worth, but I feel like that was the first one I took a long time to go to net worth on. I apologize. Stop yelling at me.
It's still fine. 17 minutes. Only a couple of minutes late. No biggie.
After pipe, what is he going for? What is en route? Medallion? Okay.
Radiant's bottom tower is
Just
under
a
attack.
survivability and offensive item, which is really nicely combined with Goo. Also opens up the Roche for them,
Of
especially if
course.
they get a pick off.
Of course. Alright. Making quick work of tier 2 bottom lane is SCCC on that DK, but it doesn't go without some harassment coming their way at this top tier 2. There's a 3-pointer from Fenrir, finding good connection onto the Ice Blast, and now Storm looking to go to work on this Darkseer. Darkseer looking to hustle on out, still without the wall. He finds himself chopped on up. Roll in from the Earth Spirit. He gets off a couple of spells, but finds himself quickly dead thereafter.
Very nice spell casting from Serenity. They're saving all their points, even though it's a Darkseer with the maxed out Surge. They still manage to kill him, lock him down instantly with Storm Spirit. Follow up from the Sven, and Keeper of the Light even uses the ulti just to secure that kill. SCCC,
Oh,
do they have
wow.
reveal?
I
There's
don't
the
know.
sentry.
Yep, they do. Drop it on the ground, trying to finish him off before he makes it out of the range, and they get it done. Here comes Serenity now, firing on all cylinders suddenly.
Was that Serenity now, pun intended, from the Seinfeld?
It was accidental. From the Seinfeld. I don't think this is a big Seinfeld audience, if I was to guess. Reaching into quite the older crowd there. I respect
Yeah, I
that.
have to agree with that one. But there's someone who
You need to be
will
dropping
recognize the
SpongeBob
joke.
jokes. Yeah, that one guy will tweet you, I'm sure. Say thanks.
Thanks, Dad.
All right, Spirit Vessel for our boy, the Earth Spirit here. Could help, obviously, against any sort of leeching damage that Serenity pull out. Jump in top. And just as fast, the Ember's gone.
Follow that bullet.
Game of cat and mouse here.
Radiant are scanning.
Pushes through here, pushes through the bottom. Kyle's
So
going
Glimmer
for the
Cape,
force.
nice defensive item. I'm glad he switched things up, especially against the Storms, against the Ember Spirit and Dragonite, who don't want to bring a dust because they always need their slots.
Mm. Yeah, always a solid item. Doesn't hurt to have the magic resistance either, going against the AA and the Earth Spirit, who have plenty of team fight magic damage to bring. It's a farm game now for Newbee side. Serenity have kind of taken back the net worth advantage as their Sven continues to swell up a bit. There we see the Glimmer coming in handy. I wanted to see actually what he got that first talent. Yeah, of course, the XP gain. Oh, sync bounty time. Ember gets that and quickly leaps out to take the Stormbolt with him to the high ground where it is hard to chase, and Serenity can't pursue that. All right, unfortunately, I was hoping that was going to be a mark of time where we could see some you know, heavy team fight action, a fight for the bounties, but looks like they kind of settled that one rather fast, and we might have to wait for, I don't know, heavy pressure from one side or maybe a Roche go.
Yeah, they can try to force a Roche fight, but I would love them to take a team fight before. Get a pick off, Warlock Golem is up, Sven ulti is ready. If they can just get 1 or 2 kills, they could easily turn this into Roche, especially with the Bristleback.
I guess BKB is probably a big ticket item they want to hold out for. It does get finished now. While this happens, though, smoke rotation coming from Newbee's side. They surge, they run, they want SEC to get in there. They do spot out the Warlock in the back lines, and they quickly hit him down, lock him down, and hit him with the Ice Blast. He's long and gone, and the stun is there to cancel the TP out of the Bristleback. So they will slowly chase him and bring him down. The supports trying not to get hit by any of them quills. How long is this going to take, though? Getting right up in the face where he is weakest. They finally get him out.
Someone should just outpush the bottom lane. That's the problem when you're playing Radiant. This lane is always pushed out. Also, they need to get rid of this tier 1 tower on mid lane, so they have the free access to enemy jungle.
Radiant's top tower has fallen.
Yeah, Newbee doing some good work on the laning objective front for sure. Holding down their towers, making sure the lanes are always kind of pressured forward a bit. Now you said that that's always something for Radiant with the bottom.
Yeah,
is
it's
it not the same for the
opposite.
Dire?
It is. It is.
Okay, okay.
It's a mirrored movement.
Blink Dagger to be next here for our Sven boy to be able to really get that jump in. Okay. Both teams so timid. Not even going to be trying for the Roche at the moment. They have defensive wards as well. I'm not seeing too many offensive vision at the moment. Just some nice methodical Dota here. Everyone kind of respecting everyone got to respect the farm they actually need.
A BKB, they don't want to take a fight. Smoke is ready on Warlock. I
No.
see you're pointing that out.
It's like they have it. They know it's like we may need to use this, but they're waiting. They have stuff to hold out for here. Okay, there we go. Bloodstone. I mean, they're waiting for the blink as well.
It feels like they're always waiting for something.
It's like, yeah, well, you guys, I'm only 1,000 away from this, and then I'm 500 away from that, and 1,500 over here. You know, this is where we get to those kind of games where it's like, is this going to turn into a one and done?
Yeah, I see. Darkseer 700 gold away from a Blink Dagger. They want to pull out the big combo with the AA ulti.
All right, there's that blink for Sven. Here they go. It's going to be Newbee who make the call first to move. A big team fight here could lead to a Roche, could lead to
more farming.
more farming, could lead to finishing out tier 2s.
Oh, nice scan from Radiant right there.
Yep, right on top of their heads. They
Usually
immediately
that's not
shift
the
up.
place where you scan, especially at this point of the game.
They kind of make it obvious that their presence is known, and Newbee kind of have to call out the approach that they wanted to make. And now we're back to square one, at least for Newbee. It looks like for Serenity, knowing that they have already spotted out Newbee, they can go in the smoke to catch out whoever they can, and look who they find. A cute little Fenrir hiding on the side. A follow-up Warlock drop. Going to be able to catch 2 more follows here. Quick invis out. SCCC just wants to retreat. Earth Spirit on the run. A long jump, though, from our Storm Spirit friend who has plenty of mana to share. Suddenly with extra coming in from the Coddle. And suddenly Newbee just trying to evacuate, lose 3 of their team.
It's really hard to take a fight in what they have right now. The Golem, Will-O-Wisp. You have this super farm Bristleback, which they can't touch. Same goes for Sven. I said that there's going to be a problem with once Sven gets a BKB, and they really can't address it. They need to cut into backlines, try to lower those BKBs on their side, and maybe even drag this game into late game. But they're playing against Storm Spirit in late game, which is one of the best
Yeah.
heroes in this patch, in my opinion. One of the most broken ones.
He already is getting nice Bloodstone charges after what felt like he just picked up that Bloodstone. He's even going to go for a BKB after. Serenity looking pretty unstoppable in game 1 here.
It's only a 2,000 net worth lead for them, but it feels so much more.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that Newbee can't come back into this game. They just need to pull off a good combo. It doesn't necessarily need to be on more than 2 persons. Just
I mean, that
load
was
them up.
also
Yeah.
the first skirmish in so long. It looks like Newbee are going to try to get a catch opportunity on the Storm, but it is taking a whole lot of effort to get the finish, and he'll simply jump back out the other way. Sven happy to hop on in, fighting right through this Dark Sphere's wall gladly. Happy to chop down that Earth Spirit. They've spotted SCCC as well, stunning him on up. He will BKB, run to the low ground, turn around, fire off a stun himself, and try to dish out some heavy damage onto the Sven. He's a bit weak, makes it to the high ground. He's still locked in his spot, but not enough to bring him down. He is just too big and too meaty.
What an ulti from Coddle.
Wisp to the high ground to lock him in a spot. Quick slight jump in from Storm. And the Surge heal, he's back to the Shrine and healing on up. And now Newbee with positional advantage. Big snowball connection right there. Bristle has to run. He tries to make it to the low ground, but he should be caught out and finished off.
Storm was extremely greedy there. He went for a pull on Dragonite instead of a Storm Spirit, if I saw that correctly. Wanted to go for both of them, but all their ultis, all their abilities were back online. A lot of these dragged fights feels like no one is dying, especially since they have BKBs, which are either 10 or 9 seconds.
Yeah, because they're not fighting. That was like our second fight as of recent between all the hectic farming on both teams. Feels like the net worth always balances itself out because both teams are just grinding so much. And now they square up in a couple of fights, and second fight, I don't really know who I would give it to.
I still think it's a win for Serenity. They can afford to lose a Bristleback. It's not that of a crucial value. They just need this Swen to reach critical mass. He's going for Daedalus, has Crystallis already.
It's now the time for a Roche approach. Looks like it. Oh, they spotted AA. Quick to make the blink. Fenrir is able to get off the Glimmer, but yeah, they just chase him down, finish him off. They have the sentry planted there on the outside, spot him, and clean him out. This tier 1 should be finished off, and then a look to the Roche. Yep, no Ice Blast to worry about.
Bristleback already stacking. Sun's not even afraid to use the ulti there.
Whoa, wants to jump out.
They're gonna go gank that ward.
That's what it looked like.
1,000 crits from Sven.
Are they gonna try to swipe this? They're moving in. Slight. He's low, goes in. It's too late to go for the steal. It's too late to go for the kill, but they're in and committed for the fight. They dropped the wall right in front of the pit, but they're gonna lose their Earth Spirit right fast. Coddle is dropped, but he already had the Will-O-Wisp down. We see it expiring right there. But, Newbee only able to kind of take one name and not stop them from taking the Roche
Yeah, they
or
did
the
not
Aegis.
want to take that fight because Sven already popped the God's Strength. They just wanted to get the Aegis, get the prize, and get out of the Roche pit. Also committed 2 ultis just to kill the Earth Spirit, but mostly these ultis are just for zoning them. And now Dragonite pushing some damage on tier 2 towers.
Some nice damage right there. Blink and Stormbolt from Sven. He gets rooted up. Without BKB, he's kind of locked in a hard spot. Beautiful vacuum combo into the Ice Blast, and Sven will crack and shatter without being able to get anything done. Dragonite under the Glimmer, trying to rock back and away. The goo, though, is quite sticky. Surge there for the assist. All right, nice snipe there from Newbee. A very assertive Sven gets stumped in his spot. Without having that BKB, it's just so difficult for him to fight.
They need Storm to be active. Zip in, try to bait some spells, cover him with a blanket or Glimmer Cape.
Yeah, definitely more chaos could be caused.
Yeah, and he has Aegis at this moment, so he can actually go in and try to create chaos, but he needs mana.
Alright, more books come online. We're starting to see these supports get to level 2 ult territory now, which is pretty nice for them. There's that BKB now complete on our Storm friend. Seeing a Grease also done by Dark Series, been able to get some decent walls down.
Yeah, it's a good way of the dispelling Fatal Bonds on him, or Goose, also keeping the armor high when they drop low, if that makes sense.
Keeping the armor high as they drop low. That makes perfect sense. Got Goose coming out. Sven. Anything to help kind of keep the armor on high is always welcomed, I'm sure. So is Agnum's on the docket at all now for DK, or is it strictly if Roche drops it?
It's good if you're 5th, 6th slotted, or
Sixth
if
where you
Roche drops it. Yeah,
you buy it
it
and
feels
the
like there's
upgrade.
always a better choice.
Yeah.
Serenity wants to smoke, and there it is.
Let's see, as they take across the street, look to head the high ground. Oh my god, it's Ember! And they got him.
Oh, they even commit Will-O-Wisp. He was afraid that
Yeah, he's going to jump out.
he's going to get out. And he
Better
has no
suit, sorry.
buyback. I mean, they should know about it, considering that they saw him having a Shiva's Guard. They're still on the run. They're still chasing.
It's Darkseer here. Lone vacuum, but it's not going to help them make it away, and they've caught 2 now. Cute little Ice Blast, but, you know, look at this. It's Serenity just kind of perusing the streets of Newbee, looking for anyone.
We talked about Silver Edge on Dragon Knight. Yeah, it's good, but you commit so much, and this Bristleback is not even that much of a problem at this point.
Yeah, he's already kind of over him.
I'm not saying he's not doing stuff. Look at him, like
But
he's tanky.
he's like
he
the-
has Solar Crest
Yeah.
to use it offensively and defensively. He can pretty much one-shot these
But
supports.
Storm Sven, these guys right here, they're the big threat to worry about at this point. Jumping in, they have to commit their BKBs to retreat back out. Vacuum, wall, counter rock, dropped. And it looks like Serenity are able to kind of flex off Newbee here a bit. Still waiting for the return of Ember, about to come back in 3 seconds time. They would love to lock and keep this Sven in his spot. They do hit him with that Ice Blast. Not going to get healed up, but he's fine to just step off and wait and make a new approach.
Yeah, this Dragon Knight's
SCC.
gonna drop Solar Crest plus Goose stacks.
Yeah, he's
They need
trying,
some damage.
but they'll eventually turn on to him and be able to finish him off here. Storm
might
fighting
be-
it out. He
Wants to use that
Aegis,
Aegis.
but it's kind of getting close to expire time. They do manage to pop the Aegis, it does look like. And now it's round 2 here for some of these Newbee guys. And they have to pull inside. They have expended their wall, their dragon form now. But Serenity also take their own losses.
I feel like
Sven.
they're using BKBs way too early, considering that there's still Rock on their side, so they don't need to be afraid of them
Fair enough.
counter-initiating.
That is fair. You know, maybe Serenity are just kind of overthinking themselves. I don't know what they think of themselves is how they compare to a team like Newbee, but you know, kind of pulling ahead in the game here, and might be you know, just a bit overzealous on the defensive triggers when they're ahead. Okay, Sheepstick for Coddle next if he gets there. That's nice. And
What-
2K in the bank for
Yeah,
SCCC.
what talent did Dragon Knight go for on level 20? 25 strength?
Yep.
That's why he's so tanky. I mean, level 20 talent and Dragon Knight, both of them are so good, so it's kind of hard to choose. Depends if you're looking towards more of a late game, or do you need something to fight right now. It's a free Reaver for you.
Yeah. It looks like he does value the durability side of it.
I mean, if you compare it, 150 gold, that's you need
80.
like 180. Okay, sorry. So you need a bit less than 20 minutes to get it, and you can get if you're thinking it in gold. Like Reaver costs 3,000, so if you know what I mean.
Yeah. He's like, I need that strength right here and now, and I need to use my money on something else, not a Reaver. Still holding 3,200 gold. Obviously, needs to consider his buyback situation. Can't just go spending everything like Lacoste does in Underlords. Levels. Good God. Here we go. Rolling out. Smoke time for Serenity. Could put them way far in ahead if they can come up with a newbie grab here. They are just across the street. Newbie's positioning so defensive. Kind of reading this a bit. Reading this approach. There's the call to action, the jump in. They spot AA and say, just kill him. Just get that guy. Sure. Oh, follow back. Quick jump. They commit the rock. SCCC looking to burst down this poor little Warlock, but he lives on. Up to the high ground he goes, and they put their sights onto that DK.
Was that a Dragon Knight?
Damn, they sliced him down. This Sven putting in the work. Wall's going to be committed and dropped. Earth Spirit tries to roll in from the high ground above. Serenity being fended off a bit. They step off.
Yeah, that's the power of Bristleback with Aghanim Scepter. I don't think they need to rush anything right now. They could just shut down the map so the newbie can't farm and then get the second Roche. You can see every single time BKBs are used really early. They do not want to risk anything. Really cautious team.
It looked like Newbee was kind of reading the run-in as well, but Serenity just so ballsy to kind of get in there and catch what they can. Just probably caught both teams off guard a bit. But Newbee still surviving. They haven't really had too much of a base assault here. Still just missing that mid-tier 3. It's attention towards the upcoming Roche, which is going to be spawning in just under a minute time.
They even have a courier inside the Roche pit, just to be sure at the exact moment when it spawns.
Yeah,
Bristleback using a couple of Goose Stacks plus a Solar Crest. Roche is gonna melt. Same thing happened to Dragon Knight in the previous fight. The thing is, they don't have the answer for a BKB Sven, so they need to kite around.
They will not have Warlock Rock at the initial Roche spawn. So, I mean, if Newbee wanted to fight them right at the start of Roche.
They don't need the rock to win a fight.
You say that.
With a lot of confidence.
Okay, we'll see. Newbee, testy, waiting, jumping from the storm, able to get the grab. It's the stun though, locked in his spot. Fatal Bonds is going to be there. Vacuum wall quickly triggered out from Newbee, and then all the BKBs fly. They're looking for someone to lock onto here from the Newbee side, but everyone is pretty durable. Turn around for Bristle. They break down his Bristleback.
Nice, Will-O-Wisp.
Move in. Yeah, that Will-O-Wisp just catches those backliners. Well, a Magnetize does come out from the Earth Spirit for the other side, eating lots of damage. It's going to be the Warlock. He's trying to move in to drop a rock right on top of him if possible. Oh, he doesn't have it yet. But he falls regardless. Newbee still swinging, still catching, and they're able to get the Bristle down as well. Coddle had to buy back. Only Storm really surviving here.
They need to find the target in the backlines. They went for Darkseer with the Storm, full BKB duration. Same goes for Sven.
Man.
They tried to take a fight.
They got Coddle again. That's a dieback.
That's Roger's younger brother, Raji.
Raji. That got really awkward for Serenity once they took to the high ground to try to chase. It's like Newbie spread like cockroaches, and they didn't know who they wanted to commit on. And while Coddle did drop a pretty nice Will-O-Wisp, like at the same time, Earth Spirit rolls in and catches like 2 or 3 Serenity members and is up in their face. It just felt like chaos.
I'm liking these BKB usages from Serenity. And you wanted to see Aghanim Scepter on Dragon Knight, and there it is. It's a third.
Did he buy it, or was it the item?
Yeah,
oh, he
fourth
bought
item.
it. Ooh.
on Dragonite. He's level 25.
25 Black Dragon. Hell yeah. All right, the newbie comeback is happening here. That's suddenly a 5K net worth advantage. Buckle in. That's a fall right there.
I don't know how you kill a Dragonite right now. He has 40 armor and 4,000 HP with a miss chance, BKB, and Cheese is gonna fill half of his HP.
Yeah, you're right.
A bit more.
It's not even going to look.
60%.
And the thing is like they have that much life.
63.75, yeah.
You know, you bring DK down to half, and you're like, we almost got him, boys! You know, unless they have the bar segmented out appropriately, but the illusion of feeling like you almost got the kill when he's really got 2.5k HP still to work with. This man is beasting out of control right now. The newbie seemed to have kind of flexed off the early strength of Serenity, but Serenity not going down without a fight. They
Well,
are
at
happy
least they
to,
have a rock now. I said they don't need it for the previous fight. That kind of backfired, but
now they have Rock and Will-O-Wisp. They have all those team
I
fight
mean, you
tools.
can have 3 rocks if we're gonna keep fighting like that, going in, using
Jump
BKB
in.
prematurely.
Yeah, it's early again. They're just waiting them out, spreading. There's going to be the wall commitment. Ice Blast there. Sven's able to chunk them down, and it's going to be the Ancient Apparition quickly handled. But both supports from Serenity also going to be finished off. Didn't see it, but the Coddle was just sniped from the back lines. Jump in from Ember. No lock is there except for the Bristle, but yeah, screw that guy.
Now with the gem, they're getting rid of the vision. Also, Storm hit level 25, so it's gonna be harder for them to outpush the lanes. They might need to pop a glyph. There's the Schwartz Dragon approaching.
The Schwartz Dragon?
Yeah.
Is that like a Spaceballs reference?
Nah, it's just German. I think I think Black was called Schwartz Dragon at one point. 533 or something.
Oh, okay. Interesting. I was like, the Schwartz is greater than you. All right, rolling. This dragon is not even taking damage. He's BKB flexing. Sven, Bristle, trying to make something happen, but they are locked in their spot without those BKBs, without the timing. Just kind of succumb to the pressure of Newbee. Ember loses the Aegis. Roll approach from the Storm. This DK finally almost to half of that life. May need to think about cheese. No.
Nah, he's
fine.
good.
He's good.
There's the buyback from Sven. Has
back.
no ulti.
Oh my god. All right, all right. Now we might need to think about eating some cheese. Nah, I'm still good. Turn around, breathe fire, chop him on up. Storm, though, able to get that nice Dark Seer snipe. Okay,
Big
now the
ulti.
cheese.
If that hits Sven, he's gone.
Oh, he got hit. He got hit. He's gone. That blast, if he had Magnums, no. I was going to say could heal, but they'll finally slay the dragon.
Oh, that would have been a good kill if they could have grabbed it. Earth Spirit, but worth a lot of gold. Same goes for getting a gem. Storm Spirit still pain in the ass to play against when he hits that level 25.
Yeah, oh my god.
What talents did he go for in Storm Spirit?
All to the left.
Like usually, at least the Western Storms, they go for a different kind of a build. Overload damage. If you go for Bloodstone, then you don't need to get the HP talent, even though HP talent always feels good. The extra 400. Maybe in this game he just wanted to survive through initial burst during the DK stun, and he's also building a... Well, he had Lincoln skewed up at one point. Now I see a Hex.
I mean, if anyone can try to go for insta-hex jumps and try to prevent any BKBs or shapeshifts, Storm is probably your best guy, but you know that's only going to stop maybe a couple of the supports and backlines. I don't think that's still enough firepower to stop someone like DK. It will help with Ember, though. But even Ember is, you know, got Shivas and some decent life. Well, for Newbee, happy to kind of take the lead back in this game. Serenity still holding strong though. What is with this camera? Hello?
What are you doing, Dakota?
I don't know. I was like
I'm
trying to auto lock on a hero and it just
getting a
freaked on out.
seizure.
You could use your own camera.
What? I'm not
Could
even
look at
in
your own
game.
game.
I'm looking at your
You're
camera.
just
I have
straight
two
up
monitors.
looking
I'm
over
doing all
my
the
shoulder
production
right now. Well, Glimmer Boy trying to get that finish there. It's sad. Carl, it's like Agnum's like, why? Why even bother? It used to be his identity, and now it's just like
Yeah.
6-tier item.
He has Eon Disc. Not sure if that's gonna be enough to keep him alive.
It might allow him to just get one more blinding light out. But yeah, once Coddle's caught, you're as good as dead. I don't know if Solar Crest is going to last too long. Sub 2k life at this point in the game. Oh boy, Fenrir. He's supporting some money here. I don't know if he's going to get an Ags himself. Or maybe he's like, at this point in the game, I might get lucky enough with a Roshags. Get one for free.
Storm Spirit Axe could be a game changer for
That's
them. It's like a mini Ravage. There's a lot of unspent gold, double damage, and Arcane Rune on Storm Spirit.
Oh, the clash. Moving in. SCCC was waiting in the Shadow Blade for the jump in from the Bristleback. Sven on the other side. Able to get the quick, easy finish of the Earth Spirit. DK in full form. Still battling it out with the Bristle. Ember looking to take it to the Warlock. Blinding, or Will-O-Wisp dropped on their own back lines, but not very effective in catching out Newbee. Very defensive. Newbee not taking too many extra casualties at this moment. Jumping again from the Sven, dishing out a stun, eating a stun himself. They walk through the wall. That Sven, you know, kind of brings some stuff to the table.
There's
even for
the
the side
buyback
of
from
Serenity
Storm.
here.
DP on Shrine. He's going to catch them. S-Triple-C.
Yep, he's out. Newbee dipping at this point, saying this is not our fight to take.
They're not
going to
catch anyone.
No, they
Oh,
just BKB
God.
and run out and away.
Bloodthorn used before Electric Vortex. I'm not sure if he saw that Lincoln Sphere. They need to make something happen. Roche, when is it going to spawn? May respawn in 20
May.
seconds, so that's a tough situation to be right now because they can't really pressure. There's still tier 2 tower on bottom, so it's going to take a lot of time. Also, Earth Spirit, does he have a buyback?
No.
No, he bought that Lotus Orb.
Yeah, that's fine. It seems like maybe a tier 2 to go down here, but not a whole lot of serious base threat before he does revive. And I don't know how easy it is to jump into the base of Newbee, certainly while they're there and alive. I mean, when you got high ground defense like Darkseer, and AA and such, sleights of fists, not going to be easy.
There's still a lot of unspent gold on Storm Spirit. He bought back in the previous fight.
Yeah, he could definitely
He
spend money
needs to
now.
get an item right now.
Wow, long jump to pick up his little Yashikaya. Do we see Yashikaya often on Storm?
Yeah, we see it as an upgrade, but I would have loved to see a different kind of a build. Maybe I'm not sure if he's tanky enough to survive through the initial burst, even with the follow-up from Borlock. They can chain stun him right now. Also, what is Darkseer building?
Darkseer?
That's
just
the
picked up a
Hex,
sheep.
Yeah.
So what, a Lincoln's maybe?
I would have loved to see Lincoln's before this.
Yeah. I wonder if he felt it just would have been too defensive. I mean,
He has Bloodthorn. There's a lot of damage, especially with Sven.
Yeah, I mean, it's like all Sven. Right now it feels like Bristle's really doing a lot of deeps. He's more just an annoying creature.
Why don't you call him what he is? A pig.
Is he a pig?
I don't know
man?
what he is.
Pigs don't walk on 2 legs.
What animal is that? I'm gonna check Twitch
He's
chat.
like
my brain is not working.
He's from the same era as like the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle bad guys, Bebop and Rocksteady. Like a mutant. Newbee farming through their woods. The Roche is alive. I repeat, Roche is alive. Let's see who wants to make that initial approach here. We have potential caught out here on the southern
Yeah,
front.
and we have a winner. Bristleback is a cat, confirmed.
He's a cat. All right, cool.
Porcupine, hedgehog,
Yeah, boar,
boar.
porcupine. He's a porcupine? Or a porcupine boar? Storm did use his BKB there. I don't know if they
I mean,
saw
it's
it.
a 5-second BKB, so they don't care.
I mean, it was still 40
that much.
seconds.
Roche is alive. Show me what he got.
Yeah. He's got refresh.
Refresher is so boring these days. Like, everyone wants to get Ags.
Come on, it's not boring, especially on the Serenity's team, double rock and stuff like that. Do you value the Warlock with a refresher, or do you give it to Sven, somebody who needs like a double BKB kind of a thing?
Well, the Warlock is level 23. Well, he's doing okay. Golem on that. They just need one more fight, so I would give it to him. Level 25 Darkseers. AoE Surge is online.
They made their own kind of interesting approach there, did Newbee, but didn't want to fall through with any sort of commitments. I didn't see a ward down either, maybe one that was already taken out, but just hesitation here. It's a very, very important Roche fight. Roll in.
Bristleback used the scent on
Oh.
himself to make space for Gem. A little bit of
Oh,
Kale.
legged leg. They fight their way out from that. No heavy spells forced at the time. Speaking of Lincolns, it looks like Darkseer's picking one up himself. Another hero they're not really super invested in right now. He's very likely going to be getting his vacuum wall combo off regardless. It's kind of hard to pick him off the first start of this fight. All right, well, Newbee are in this. Bristle pokes his head in to see if that's actually happening. It is. But Serenity's approach to this fight is going to be quite interesting here. They do have the Rock, of course. They do have the Will-O-Wisp. They have many tools to stop Newbee from doing this at any given moment, but the question is when.
Everything
will Newbee
is
react?
ready on their side. Can you show me the buyback on Storm Spirit? Not ready. 2 minutes. Ideally, Serenity does not want to take this fight, but the bottom lane once again is being pushed out. So someone needs to show. Ideally, it would be Storm Spirit, so he can TP back to a shrine. Yeah, there it is.
And there's the move from SCCC.
They just want to drag this game. Have Storm Spirit with the buyback. He can always snatch the Aegis. Always one of the most important heroes in the game with the buybacks.
Kyle just got that level 25 talent and goes for the 2 extra ticks as well. Could come in handy for this kind of situation. Bristle begins to chunk away. Moving Hex. Committing in, Silver Edge style. Turn back for Sven. Sven moves in, BKB. They're trying to muscle down the Darkseer. He makes it up and out and away from potential trouble. We're getting a little bit of a bumps here. But up to the high ground goes Newbee, and Serenity want to chase. Serenity could find themselves in a bit of trouble running out the other side. Bristle out, Sven. A new approach, moving in. Storm also there, trying to get that finish onto the Ember, but he's getting hit with Glimmers, he's getting hit with Lotus Storms, and we're getting hit with lag. Serious lag right now, and suddenly shit happened.
And Newbee just won that
Newbee
fight.
won. Okay, great. Yeah.
Oh, there's Arcane Rune on the bottom. Storm Spirit. He's going to have a buyback pretty soon.
That was ridiculous. How do you expect me to cast that?
Storm Spirit. Yeah, he has no buyback for 20 seconds. This is going to be free Roche for Newbee.
And they got Aegis.
Oh, is he going to get it? Click on Coddle.
Did he get it?
He got cheese.
That dirty old man came in there and stole cheese right out of the pantry. He does have a buyback, obviously, so he's good.
The problem is once these two supports on side of Serenity use their stuff, they're pretty much useless.
All right, let's see. Newbee straight to the other side, right? Any reason not to, so. Let's see what they can get done if they can close this one out. It counts like creep kills with Breathe Fire? Why?
I noticed that it's not just the creep kills because he would have way more.
Yeah, it's catapult. Man, he does a lot of damage. Obviously going to be forced to dish out the glyph. No storm. Still 20 seconds time before they can give their final hurrah here, potentially. Depending how fast Newbee can get these Raxes down.
Okay, should buy synth upgrade for that Aghanim Scepter and get an extra slot.
Yeah. Right now, though, trying to chuck away that second Rax. Still kind of up in arms with this Bristle. Bristle just happy to pull focus onto himself if possible. Sven makes the jump in. They quickly slash down the Earth Spirit. He tries to roll the low ground and he makes it away. He's gone. They drop the wall between them and...
They also dropped a 1,000 ping.
And we have a fight that continues. No one died yet. Will-O-Wisp expiring from inside their own turf. Have Serenity expended all their defensive mechanisms? Looks like it. So with that, Newbee make a hasty retreat. They got a DD on the way out.
Wait, who has a refresher? Ember?
Yep.
Yeah, he can refresh the Lincolns, BKB, Shivas, pretty much everything. They could do a double wall from Darkseer as well. But it feels like a safer choice because Ember can go in, have a 10-second BKB if he uses it.
Man, these servers don't lag the whole time, and then these like 2 fights, it's like freeze frame. Good old perfect world. All right, I see that the Order de Eggs is done for our boy AA. Oh my goodness, are we going to be waiting for another Roche here?
Yeah, just take it slowly.
It's buybacks.
Yeah,
were
leave that on.
4 or 5 minutes for some.
What about Dragonite? Did he buy anything? Upgrade? Yeah, he bought that synth, upgraded the Ags.
And for now, he obviously has the Aegis and no shoes. So freaking slow. Help with the surge.
Say that again.
And they prance their way down this mid lane. We're about to hit the hour mark on this game. It's crazy. The difference between this open qualifier and every other game today.
330
I don't know.
fire kills because it makes no sense.
We're gonna go for the finish rather on this mid Rax, while buybacks are still on cooldown here for Serenity side. The mighty dragon just keeps sieging away. Gets their finish on the mid Rax, and fortunately
Someone
Serenity
needs to
just have
address
to
the
watch
top
it.
lane because this is gonna get out of the hand. Maybe a little bit of lag on top of that.
It's definitely creeps. Look at how it jumps from like 335 to 340. Oh man, already going to finish off 1 Rax on the bottom. This dragon can't be stopped until his form is about to expire, and then that way they all get the hell out of there.
Did he just get that item that counts Breathe Fire kills before the game?
I guess. It's so. I mean, you make a great point. Like, it feels like it'd be way more if it was counting creeps, but it's going up so much. I just don't know. I don't know. Maybe he never plays DK. It's
He
just
does.
one of the few
It's
DKs. As of,
SC.
you know, well, since he got the cosmetic, he probably hasn't played it a whole lot. That's honestly the only thing I can think of.
Or maybe he buys a new item every single time before he plays a DK.
Oh, that's just showing off all of that money in addition to that good looks there as Triple C. Bounty time. And our Aegis expires, it sounds like.
Time to hit some creeps.
Time
until
to
the row
hit
spawns.
creeps and fill that spot with something else. He's got Orchid on the horizon. 345. I thought it was up to 350.
What?
The brief fire kills.
Oh, it
Okay.
was at 330.
Oh, okay. It's
He
going up by
kept-
5s, every 5. Maybe that's just this game. Maybe that's just this game. I don't know. I actually don't know. All right. Newbie together. All right, you guys still got a while if you're thinking about the Roche area here. 2 minutes. Now the buybacks are not as vital as it once was before. They have them up and ready on Serenity side. Late game and Darks here, though, is always a treat. We could be in for some fun surprises. This continues to go on long enough.
Yeah, this patch with Aghanim upgrades and late game, this is something. Something else, Dakota, but we don't want to see a lag. I want to see a full team fight.
Jump in, insta-rock, insta-catch. Looking to burst down the Sven if possible. He flexes up the BKB and tries to swing his way out from this. Going for the back lines here, trying to find focus onto this Earth Splitter. We'll be able to finally grab those right clicks then and there. Willis is fighting. It's just absolute chaos here. There's snot being flung from every direction. But they do get the Sven down. He is out without a buyback, and this is quite devastating for Serenity side. They will lose the Warlock on top of it. He drops one last rock, but the chase is on. Coddle on the run, Bristle on the run. Where's Storm at? There he is. He's waiting. He's not quite running in yet. They have got Brizzle outside. Long jump from the Storm there. Buyback from Warlock.
A lot of lag.
A lot
Hard
of
to
lag.
see.
Hard
Zoom it
to
out,
see.
maybe.
If I just
maybe
keep zooming out
maybe the
to
lag will
orbit,
stop.
let's zoom up to our space station here and hide.
Radiant's bottom barracks are under
All right, final racks here. Newbie just kind of getting ready to put their hands around the neck on this one. It's crazy to think. Serenity had this one much earlier on. Look at the adventure we went on. That seemed much higher before. But now with a near 30K net worth advantage on Newbie side.
Double damage and Arcane Rune.
is under attack.
Oof. I mean, at this point, everyone on the Newbie side is so tanky, they don't really care about Storm Spirit zipping in. It's more of these two supports basically not doing anything if their ultis are not up. What?
I was just waiting to see the timer. Sorry. I thought it was going to be instant, but unfortunately it's a long timer. Real long. All right. Blink on our Earth friend. I mean, they just got to throw their bodies in, go for the finish on the Megas, right?
They can, but look at the bottom lane, the minimap.
Yeah.
Follow,
What a fun
follow
hero.
the sound.
What a fun hero. Leap through and wipe out a whole lane at this point in the game. My goodness. But anticipation for Roche. SCCC just kind of waits and watches. Grabs the DD before it could possibly get grabbed up in front of him. D wards from Serenity side. Kind of preparing for what could be the final hurrah here.
Well,
If you-
Dragon Knight could use some attack speed because his attack speed is extremely low at this point.
Are you saying you should buy a moon shard and swallow it?
Well, maybe he should buy something else. I'm just kidding. I mean, Orchid gives him some attack speed.
I mean, if you're Serenity, would you rather take this, what potentially last fight, at the Roche pit, or would you rather take it inside the base?
It doesn't matter if you're not going to win it.
You don't know that. Oh. Insta-death on the Warlock. At least he'll manage to get the Death Rock out. No Fatal Bonds or anything else to participate on this one. Turns onto SCCC. Bring him down to about half of his life. There goes the wall commitment. The Will-O-Wisp on top of it. And Serenity are happy to fight forward to get the finish onto that Darkseer. They try to retreat back. Ember moving in. So's the Storm, though. Storm's trying to bring out all the firepower he can, and it's going to be enough to help burst down with the Sven and get the finish onto SCCC. Is he going to want to buy back into this? Darkseer already has, but he's second-guessing it.
I mean, there's no point to buy back with the Darkseer if they're still not going to take a fight.
But Roche is up, right? Oh, no, it was finished? No, it's not up yet. It's about to be up. It's about to be up, and if he wants to be a part of it, he's going to have to buy back. Hence why I'm gathering Newbee's not leaving this mid lane. I think they are planning on being a part of it. There he is. And this guy's got it all. Look at that. Ags, Refresher, Cheese, Aegis, all waiting. And here comes Newbee. Saying they're here on the outside. Buyback. AA ult. Serenity just dipped. They know that trouble's coming. And they would rather be on the counterplay than be caught inside. And, you know, they're doing this now without those big ultimates. Warlock is not even present. Will-O-Wisp is on cooldown. We'll try to dish out Blast from afar and throw Bristle into the fray in hopes that he can kind of cause something.
They're just tanking all the damage.
Yeah. Look at this here, just splitting the pit.
Another gem picked up. Storm Spirit. If you can snipe that Arcane Rune on bottom, but no one has the vision of it.
And we have wall back up for Darkseer. And Coddle's going to have Will-O-Wisp now. Charging up the blast. They commit the BKB. They're looking to go in to go for the quick finish and grab. It's going to get fished by the Dire, but the Sven is going to pick up the Aegis and grab it for himself. They take it outside the pit. Things freeze up a bit as Storm heads to the high ground here to make it away. Can they chase him out? I don't freaking know. Are they going to get it? They're not going to get dropped there. Warlock's made his return. Sven falls, or Storm falls, quickly buys back to get back here. Still waiting at the mid lane, though, as Newbee make their full retreat back inside.
Yeah, I would love to help you out,
what
Dakota,
the hell
but
just happened?
I did not see shit.
Dude, what is happening?
Can we just check who picked up what? There's Aghanims on.
It was
Warlock.
used.
Cheese and Storm. Refresher on Darkseer, that's his own.
Yeah, look at the Refresher Shard was picked up by Warlock and used within that fight. Serenity pushing back Newbee. And Newbee, you're stuck back indoors once again. Oh my god, Lacoste, what have we gotten ourselves into here? 70-minute game!
It's a pleasure to be part of it.
Pleasure. China's so great. They have such strategic, like, intense Dota. Round
It's
of 8.
so intense that both of the teams don't want to take a fight.
The ultimate chess match. And look at that. It went from a 7K advantage to Serenity to upwards of a 30K advantage for Newbee, and now it's all the way back down to 7K.
Well, there's still a lot of items to build. Everyone can get refreshers, Ags, upgrades, moon shards. A couple of heroes have them right now, but we can go all in.
Oh, yeah. It's probably time to. And what's our buyback situation? Oh, Darkseer's out. Everyone frantically thinking about an opportunity to run to the bathroom, I'm sure, in these kind of games. Oh,
Are
my
we still
goodness.
in that Underlords game?
No, I definitely dipped out of that. I'm curious at what place we would have gotten, though. But
Probably the first.
Woo!
There's no doubt about it. I was in a hot streak.
Yeah, for sure. I think you won it.
I was swapping those heroes,
At least you got that one win in. That's good.
getting those level 2s, level 3s, sometimes even higher. Just kidding.
Maybe I should read off one of our wonderful call-outs here at this opportunity while we do have a pause. Let me just say what's up to everybody here. We'll go ahead and hit the camera gun. Hi. Hi.
Hello.
Hi. Hi, what's up, everybody? Game is paused, but let me remind you real quick, we have a Discord call-out I would love to make. Please listen close here. But thanks to Nitro Perks, the $9.99 subscription that gives you access to $1,000 worth of games, chat perks, and monthly game perks. Make sure you check out the banner below, guys. Just scroll down right below there and grab Paladin Perks worth $25 of chests and gifts for only $9.99 a month. So get that Nitro subscription, and you can get free stuff in Paladins. Shout outs to Discord and Company and all of our sponsors for helping us put this hub together in the first place so that we can cast all this great Dota action with the
Back
homies.
into the game.
Back into the game where there's
Darkshire
a pause.
just reconnected.
Perfect timing. We're back into it. Shout outs and loves all around. Let's get the Dota going.
Pew, pew, pew.
But again, a struggle for both teams here. This could go into the late innings. You have both teams with tremendous team fight power, huge tanks, decent damage, wave clear. They could probably both handle megas decently.
If this game goes into late game, just getting like this 70-minute game.
If we happen to get to late game at some point, we might need to, switch shifts. Very cautious.
What do you want to
Newbee.
see, Dakota, in this game?
I want to see 9 more Roches.
We need a 5th item.
I want to see
For
Dark
Roche.
Seer effects falling from the sky. Fire and ice and lightning and all the good stuff that happens when the game gets to this point. 80, 90 minutes. It's going to be chaos. How's the server going to hold up?
So who has Aghanim Scepter upgrade right now? Bristleback, Vorlock, Dragon Knight.
Not Coddle.
I mean, you're controlling the camera, Dakota.
I'm looking at him. Coddle definitely does not, unfortunately. None on the Storm Spirit either, which you
Yeah.
mentioned would be a good one. I think
Yeah,
so,
he
too.
has one queued up.
I think it'll be better than maybe even Goo, but... Okay. Oh, aggressive moves here. Sven. Not able to get the Lotus early enough to reflect the Hex. Does pop that back there, and they're going to chop down this mid set of racks here.
Or will they?
Okay, DK poking him back a bit. Not looking to commit early with the Dragon form. Hits him with the Silver Edge. That's when the BKB is going to get popped, and Bristle goes a-running. Take one of these with you. Ha-ha! Only Warlock gets hit. Okay, but they're still chasing for the Bristle. There's a rock. Connects on
Another
2.
one.
And Newbee frantically run themselves, skip, hop, slideshow their way
Framed.
back indoors.
Frame by frame. Here we go.
All right, but now the rock has been dropped, and Serenity.
Yeah, I think we've seen this way too many times, that Warlock just wins the late game, uses the refresher, then dies, buys back, dies again, and then suddenly you have 7 golems.
He could do it. He still has the 2 golems up, still has the refresher here. They're thinking about going for it? I think so. Here's the time. Serenity moving in. They see SCCC. They see the rock drop. There it is. Catches both Ember and the DK. Sven swinging in, looking to go for the burst. Get it. Ember is gone. Does have a buyback. Not looking to use it quite yet, but we have more Warlock golems here. Fumbling about.
Golems are dropping dead. Sven still has ulti up, just kidding. Do they even need it at this point?
Vacuum ball. Sven just turns and runs. Burst Spirit wants to chase him out. He's able to slide away. This Warlock, look at him. You're not going anywhere, boys. I'm holding you inside your base. Wonderful slow there, and they cannot chase because of it. Follow-up wall, another rock drop on the death there. Newbee kind of pulled apart a bit. They got to get back to retreating. Buyback from the Sven. Storm moving into the action here, and suddenly a blink out from the Earth Spirit as they head back inside.
They have 2 walls, can't pass through them. Someone needs to defend the bottom lane. There's a huge wave approaching. 2 catapults.
Oh my goodness.
355 breed fire kills. That's what matters.
There's a couple of racks away there for Newbee, but they feel their first real base assault there from the hands of Serenity. But lots of ults committed at that point. Refresher, double rock, death rock, all used within that.
Everyone
And
is
they
25.
can't get in there. It's just like we're at critical mass here, people. What do you want? The net worth has gone full square circle. What does that even mean?
At this point, it doesn't even matter if you have 10, 20,000 net worth lead.
It's just who's going to have the right fight with everything up, everyone there, everyone ready, in position. But Roche next.
You can't be thinking about just, oh, I'm going to drop the rock. You need to think 4 steps ahead. What's going to happen? Then he's going to use a BKB. There's going to be some hexes, 4 staffs. I need to be ready with this.
All right, what is it? Oh, 2 minutes, 22 seconds.
Oh, the short spawn.
The longest 2 minutes ever. All right. They're fishing a little bit on Newbee's side. They have some of these guys hiding within the trees, but this is coming down to the big one, to the big fight. Everyone's just waiting. They got their popcorn. They're just like, get it. Come on, guys. You got everything you can need, everything you can want. Show us the blood.
Even Ember Spirit's buying a refresher for himself. He can get rid of BOTs, maybe get some damage on top of it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Really at the point when they could just take their shoes off and wear extra gear. Little dewardage. Easy does it. Newbee to the high ground. They scout slowly. Bristle here. All right. Bristle not easy to go on. Serenity approaching now. They're all together. Storm makes the first move. Man, if Warlock or Coddle could have been just in that right spot, but they do manage to get a good rock drop right there onto 4 Newbee members. Follow-up rock catches with the 2. Storm moving in, looking to go for the isolated finish, but nobody from Newbee's side
No
gonna
one
get
is
finished
dying.
yet. They're also freaking fat. They said, forget your rocks, man. Okay, here goes Sven though. BKB'd. Slashing at the Ember. Ember to the high ground, says, see you later. Chase is out, and Newbee go back home. No one died. No one died, except for the AA.
AA died with the buyback. Roche will respawn in a minute, if my math is correct.
Your math is almost
Incorrect.
correct. It is 30 seconds incorrect.
So what do they do now? I mean, we can wait
We wait 30 seconds.
for another Roche. There's not going to be a DK form up.
There are 3 seconds left on DK4. Make the most of it!
Hit someone once, slow them down.
Oh, can't quite get it there. They're fighting already. Out on the side. Newbee could be short on skill potential here to do something with this Roche pit, but they're still thinking about fighting it out. Pushing him back. Serenity scope the low ground still. There goes the blast. The jump in from Newbee members. The quick pincer on this fan. He's out for 2 minutes. No buyback. Newbee find their target and they execute.
That's it, Dakota. Let's see if they can close out this game. Warlock with the buyback.
Gets that one death rock out. Newbee scrambling to get a hold of Serenity members and finish it off what they had started here. Carl also gone, but they all had buyback. It's only the Sven who didn't have this buyback ready to go. Meanwhile, Storm, waiting on the high ground here, knows it's going to be troublesome. Does find the opportunity to get the catch on the Ember as he tries to TP back and home. But did it cost him his own life? He gets caught with the Hex. The Lotus is there, but it's not able to reflect enough. To the high ground, the chase is there. Spirit moves in, and they get the finish. He does have a buyback. He uses it too. Serenity spend everything they've got for all buybacks.
He's dodging everything. That's going to be a dieback if
The
he stuns him
dragon
again.
form is back. That man is dead.
Nicely done by Earth Spirit. He has the silence.
Oh.
He has the items, so you can't use your own items.
Finally, Newbee have done it.
That's it. Like, there's...
Oh.
Well, maybe we spoke too soon. The golems, where's the damage?
Newbee just, oh my god, we did it. What do we do now? Do we go for Roche? No. Get to the
They
base.
know Storm Spirit
Get
has
to the
no
base.
buyback.
They're
so
dead.
They want to close
They're
out
not
this
coming
game.
back. The Sven didn't buy back at that point, which would have been the only point. He's
There
got to
it
be
is.
gone. They got to call G. It's over. Game 1 of a best of 3 is over at about 80 freaking minutes into this game. Woo! Wow. That was crazy. Crazy long.
Yeah, both of these teams
exhausting.
respecting each
Ooh.
other, a lot on the line. One slot only from China. Everyone wants to get to those closed qualifiers.
And-
It's really hard. Everyone expected the CN region to be this hard because everyone from Europe already qualified. So
Yep.
but
And,
it looks way better than what I expected.
Yeah, on paper, people thought this was going to definitely be the most bloodthirsty region, and this is only the first game we've seen, and I'm a believer already. So
Believer of what?
of the bloodthirsty region here. I mean, they're in round of 8, so they're certainly further along than what we just came from with the American qualifier. But I mean, that Serenity held their own against Newbee. So exciting stuff. We are going to cut to a small break, and when we come back, more China qualifier action coming your way. Hit that. And oh, sorry, wait, hold on. And that game was long enough that, yeah, Zyori and Trent are here and ready to take over. So don't worry, we're out. We're going to get rested and ready for tomorrow's qualifier games. Zyori and Trent are going to hop in these spots and take you
Shut
through
up,
the rest
Dakota.
of China qual. Just hit